I'm Nick, this is Ben. We've come all the way from Sydney. Can everyone understand me? Do I need to speak a bit slower? So last year here in New York, we introduced a new term to the industry. Know your transaction. We think that you need rich information about each and every payment. Our foundational product, Sarah, is an overlay service to existing payment networks. Using tokens, we enable the auditable, historical exchange of information between financial institutions. Last year, we announced that we're about to start a pilot with Swift, and I'm pleased to say we concluded that very recently. We had 7 large banks. So just want to talk about the problem that we're trying to solve in a bit more detail. We think that the customer experience for corporate payments is really poor. Ben, do you want to give us a bit more of an example?
Sure. I think there's a few things that I want as a customer for international payments. The first one is I'd love to be able to attach documents to payments, so include invoices and trade documents. The second thing is I want to be able to pre-validate my international payments, so check that I have the right account number and check that I'm sending the money to the right currency. And I also want to make sure that my payments are going through, that all the information is collected upfront to enable quick processing of the transaction.
Hey Ben, I think we can fix your problems. We're going to switch to the demo now up on the screen. So what we're showing you here is a sample internet bank screen. This is a channel that a corporate customer would use. So just going to log in. So Ben, if you can log into my internet banking. Now to set the scene, I'm a supplier of solar panels in the US. I've received an invoice from a Chinese supplier that you can see up here. So what we've done, this is a new feature that we've built, is the ability to drag and drop that invoice into the channel. So Ben, if you can take that, drag it into the top area here, and we've built a parser that will actually read that invoice and pre-fill all the information. So now you can see the information's been pre-filled. And what's also happened behind the scenes is a message has gone from the sending bank to the beneficiary bank in China and said, can you receive RMB? And in fact, no. It's come back and said, USD, and it's come back and said, no, recipient account cannot accept USD. Please change to CNY or RMB to save on fees. We know this is a huge pain point and is often costing customers a lot of money. Now, in addition, a lot of payments are being held up because they're missing critical information. And this can take days for a bank to call up their customer and say, please give us information on the purpose of payment, in addition to other supporting information. So what Identity's application does is enables the collection of this information at the point of payment creation, so the bank doesn't have to pick up the phone and call. And in addition, so down here, we can attach a document into this payment as well. So click Submit. What's happening now is our API is being called and a token has been returned from the Identity blockchain. Now, just to be clear, this payment is still being sent over the existing payment network. So be that Swift, ACH, RTGS. This is just an overlay service. Great, now that payment's been sent. So what we're going to do now is switch to look at what this looks like from the beneficiary bank in China. So we're going to log in. So Ben, you've got a master login by the looks of things. Authenticate yourself. So this is a workflow that we've created. So Ben, if you click on that token, so that's a token that is a unique identifier to this transaction. The information you can see up there is just what would be available today in the traditional payment message. Now below, Identity has enriched this with more information. We can actually retrieve that information, and if permission, that information will be returned and provided to an automated system or to an operator within a bank. Now also, I can see the additional supporting information there, and I can actually click on the invoice to provide more information there for an operator. So now, what we're going to do is log out and log in to see what this looks like from the beneficiary. So this is my supplier in China. So what we're going to log in to show you how the customer experience can be improved for the beneficiary. So click log in. While Ben authenticates himself, has everyone got the app downloaded? Because you can vote best in show for us later. So this is live, so we're going to look in now. Now this is a game changer. What we can see here, this would be a customer-facing screen, is that Ben can click on the additional enriched information here, and you can actually see that this invoice now has been presented directly to the customer within their workflow. We're working on a suite of API connectors that will enable this information to be provided directly to an ERP system. So what you've seen here is powered by Identity's private distributed ledger and our messaging system. Our goal is three things: to improve the customer experience, open more corridors for you as a bank so you can do more business, and lower the cost without reducing the risk. While reducing the risk. And I hope it's evident here that our tokens can do a lot more than just this. Anything that requires an auditable, secure exchange of information. I'm Nick Armstrong. This is Ben Buckingham. We're Identitii, and we want you to know your transaction. Thank you.
Thank you.